everybody. We're back here with New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Now, I'm asking this next question for a friend. When will late night shows in New York be allowed to have audiences again? Not that it's important to me. I don't care. I don't live for laughter. I'm asking for Fallon and Seth. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's hurting them.
Yeah. Well, you can tell them to call me because I can make that happen.
You can? Okay, please.
Fallon and Seth.
I have a friend who's getting desperate to be in front of an audience again. And again.
Fallon and Seth. Okay, I'll call Fallon and Seth.
Okay, good. Now, you've, I think, been very good about trying to keep this apolitical, and you have not risen to any of the president's bait about talking about the blue states not managing their own finances or their own COVID crisis. But what do you say to the president when he says that it wouldn't be fair to Republicans to be bailing out blue states right now, who are the heavy urban population states that are dealing with the COVID crisis at its highest levels?
Yeah, first, you're right. I try to stay away from the politics because this is such an ugly, divided political environment to begin with. Once that political flag goes up, Stephen, people change the lens and everything becomes political, and you're at 50-50, and we need everybody on the same page here. We needed all New Yorkers to work together. So I stay 100 miles away from politics. But states do need funding, and we do need federal legislation providing funding for states. You have the states in charge of reopening. The president has made that clear. It's up to the governors. I have a $13 billion deficit. You know, my state has a terrible financial hole because of this virus, and all states are in the same position. If you want to get the economy back running, you have to fund states. The federal legislation does small business, airlines, et cetera. The states fund the police and fire and school and teachers. So you have to fund the states. The bailout argument is just nonsensical. If you look at who pays the bills in this country, who contributes more money, New York contributes more money to the federal government every year than it gets back. We, in essence, have been subsidizing the federal government and other states to the tune of billions of dollars every year. We put in about $30 billion more every year than we get back. So if anything, New York has been bailing out the nation for many, many years. But look, this is not a Democratic or Republican issue. It's just not. The virus does not discriminate. You have Democrats dying, you have Republicans dying. It's not a red state, blue state issue. It's a national issue. It is a red, white, and blue issue. And I just refuse to get into that partisan fight because for me, I'm trying to handle this situation in New York. I have Democrats, Republicans, I have independents, I have everything in New York. And I need everyone to know that I am not speaking out of any political tone. I have no politics in this. I'm not running for anything else. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm just governor of New York, and I represent them, Democrat, Republican, and we're all on the same page, and we're all trying to accomplish the same thing. And that feeling of mutuality that we used to have in this nation, which is gone, I want to have that in New York. I want everyone to know we're on the same page, we have the same agenda. I'm trying to protect you while you're trying to protect me. You know, that mask is a beautiful metaphor. I don't wear a mask to protect myself. I wear a mask to protect you, and you wear a mask to protect me. And that's community at its best. You know, that's citizenship at its best. And that's what I'm trying to do in New York.
Sir, we have to take one more quick break. If you can just give us a moment more, we'll be right back with Governor Andrew Cuomo.